What's up, everybody? Coach Jesse back with another video. Being a coach in the MMA game, you meet some wonderful people. You know what I mean? You meet some people who are not so nice, and you meet some people who are nice, and you become friends for a long time. Today, I got a special guest, a friend of mine. He's a he's a coach. He's an ex Bellator fighter. He's an entrepreneur. He runs a nonprofit. He's a father and he's a great friend. Today, I have the privilege of having Ian Butler on my show.
Thanks, bro. That's a good introduction, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we were out here. My best friend Bob, they know him as Leo. He lives here in Anaheim. So me and my family came out here for my daughter. We came to Disneyland. But the first time I met this man, we had traveled to Las Vegas, me and my wife, and we didn't know you guys were in Vegas, bro.
I know.
I happened to wake up and I messaged Bob,
Yeah.
and I was like, bro, we're in Vegas. He's like, shut up, bro. Us too. I'm here with Ian. And I was like, oh, he's like, we're in a big old
Penthouse. Yeah.
Okay, so we go over there, and when I say penthouse, this was the baddest, nicest. This thing was, you could see all of Vegas, and
Yeah.
it's just chilling. They got a hot tub, like 4 or 5 rooms, bro. What were you doing with that room, bro?
Bro, I was in training camp, bro. I was in training camp. It was like the start of my training camp. And you know how it is, like when you're like hella active and stuff like that, it's like, oh, here we go again, you know?
Yeah.
So as a vet, I kind of break away a little bit for a couple of days. I went to the UFC PI. I went to go see my boy Chase Pammy. He owns a gym in Las Vegas called Gold Rush. So, pretty much brought my squad out there of like, let me just lock in for a couple of days and then let that be the start of camp. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, dude, I did it pretty big. So I got the little penthouse, and then you want to talk about
No,
the
it wasn't
best?
little. Okay, this guy's being modest and humble. We had to go up floors and floors, bro. And the view of all of Vegas was just crazy. It wasn't
Bro,
little.
it
Don't
was,
be humble. Okay? Don't be humble.
Nah,
man.
it was man, you want to talk about the best sleep I ever had in my life, Jesse? Of bro, it was hey, as a little kid, I was a little backstory. I was always scared of the fucking dark, and I needed like a little nightlight, right? Like I had the ultimate nightlight in my life when I was slept up there and looked at the view of Vegas. I looked to my left. I rolled to my left. Was the whole Vegas backdrop. It was the whole Vegas. I had the windows. You can see inside my room. That was how the penthouse was. So I looked over to the left, and I was just like thinking about life of like when I first started fighting, coming up, sleeping in hostels, sleeping on the floor, and just
Bro, how life can change.
bro. I know.
So
I know. That's what I was thinking, bro. I was having
how,
like an emotional moment, just overseeing. I'm like, damn.
how life can just change. You could
Bro.
just come from nothing to, if you just keep going, to something, bro. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. Bro, when I started my training camps back in the day, it was like, and then meal prepping, it was like a bag of tuna or a can of tuna,
Yeah.
right? Fucking, oh, if I wanted to spice it up, I put a little mustard on it, stuff like that, you know? And then, like, yeah, bro. And then I went to the gym and trained all day and all day, every day, and struggled, right? Like,
For
trying to put
sure.
$15 in a gas tank and stuff like that and riding
Yeah.
on me, but I got to make it to practice till, like, bro, I had like in my career now, I had freaking chefs, nutritionists make food for me now, stuff like that. I'm going away for camps and stuff like that. So that was all the dream I wanted. Like when I used to watch like the UFC countdown videos, or now it's embedded, right? It was just
Yeah,
like,
embedded.
damn, dude, like how are these fighters living? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, bro, he's doing that, and it's crazy in the blink of a eye that like it's a
Right.
long blink, right? Because people think success happens like that. Nah, bro. Like I was grinding, catching a bus, fucking walking to practice, getting like sleeping
Yeah.
on mats. Like it was. But now I'm like, people come up to me now, like it's crazy because I used to look, and now I'm that fucking guy now, bro. And it's a trip.
You're
It's a
the
trip.
guy.
I'm the
Yeah.
guy now. I'm the guy
Yeah.
now. You know?
Leo tells me, like, you guys went to, where were you at, the UFC?
PI.
The PI, but before that, when they do the meet and greets and stuff
Oh
like
yeah, at
that.
Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
At the
He's
Dave
like,
and Buster
he's-
meet and greet.
yeah, he's like, this fool, people are coming up to him, hey, this and that, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Oh,
whatever. He's
uh,
like, no, bro, you know. So that was
bro, that was a trip. That was a trip. You know why that was a trip? I mean, cause like, bro, like same thing. Look at all these fighters coming up to do meet and greets. Uh, you told me to stay humble. You know how I'll stay humble? Because I coach high school kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like my kid, one of
yeah,
my babies, Kai Villasenor, he goes like, coach, like that was like one of my babies I first had in my club, you know, and like ride or die, you know. You know how it is when you train a fighter, you're like family, you know.
yeah, always,
So
yeah,
like, you know, so yeah, dude, that was like my little son. And he was just like, yo, coach, that was sick that you did like cool experience for them
yeah,
too. Like, yo,
yeah.
bro,
They
you're
look up
fucking
to
out
you,
there, right?
bro.
And then
You're their
where's
superhero. You
yeah,
know what I
bro.
mean?
But then they're so you get so close to them, they can say the real shit to you.
Yeah,
And they're like, who the fuck wants to stand in line to see Ian Butler, bro? What the
yeah.
fuck? Like, you know
Real
what I'm saying?
talk. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like I see his ass every day.
yeah.
Like, you know,
Somebody
like
take, somebody takes. The guy's taking a picture, and then you go, "Why the fuck you want to take a picture with this fool?" You know what I mean?
yeah, bro. So like guys, he's one of my real ones. You know, those are the people that keep you humble and
Yeah,
stuff
for
like that.
sure,
You
for
know,
sure.
he's like, dude, I see him every fucking day. Like
Man, I
that's my,
see him.
that's
What?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You know.
There's a picture on that fool. That's funny.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we did the meet and greet thing too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So
See, I
like, it
remember,
was
bro.
good. It was
I've been
good.
following
Yeah.
you. I've been following you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever buddy Bob, you know what I mean? I always follow what he does, and I've seen your fights in Bellator before, so because I've been around MMA since '93. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but let's talk a little bit. Let's go back. Tell my followers that don't know you or have never seen you before a little bit about your back history and your story, because I know you have some hardships and stuff
Yeah.
growing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to.
No, for sure. Like I'm the person that when people are going through tough times, I think people hold stuff in and they don't share it. I'm the opposite. I share because it can help, man. And I'm at a age now that I have a platform, so I can help a lot of people, you know. So I'm born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, and then my mom wanted to have a better life, so she moved to San Diego, bro. I was a 619er, you know,
Dude, San
like
Diego's nice, bro.
beautiful, right? And then bro, it's if you're not from Cali, like everything you heard from Cali is true. It's expensive as fuck out here, bro. So even back then, but my mom just didn't know how to like man, it's a thing like in black culture, like a lot of things are not really passed down, right? People don't know tell you how to
Yeah,
run a
yeah,
house or
yeah.
bills and stuff
No,
like
yeah.
that. So she didn't know how to live. So like we ended up in a homeless shelter, bro, and then like going to soup kitchen stuff like that. And then I was falling asleep in class because I had to catch like 3 buses to get to school and stuff like that. They found out, ended up in the foster system, got taken away.
Mm.
Ended up getting adopted by my mom's best friend named Katie Andrews, which was the best thing that ever happened to my life because she was like pretty much like an Olympic athlete, bro, like an Olympic swimmer. Like ate, slept, ran, woke me up every single day, changed my life, bro. And then she waited for my mom to get back on her feet. She got into a place called Hope Homeless Shelter, which I
Mhm.
still donate and spend a lot of
Yeah.
time back in the day because that was like a lot of my childhood was raised there. And then Katie used to still always pick me up on weekends. She was still involved in my life. And then my mom was like, you know what? I kind of want to get back on my own. So moved back to St. Louis, Missouri, and then
Back
moved
in
to Ferguson. Moved
California,
to
huh?
Ferguson, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just left 70 degrees and breakfast burritos to like the fucking hood of all fucking hoods,
Yeah.
bro. And it's cold in that bitch, bro. Like I don't mind being in the hood, but it's fucking
Yeah.
like, you know. So Ferguson was different, and man, that's where I really started fighting, bro, because I fucking had to. You know, people just try to test you, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
like a single black mom was like trying to raise a man. So pretty much her trying to raise a man is like, I ain't gonna raise no bitch.
That's right.
Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like, yo, I ran inside the house, like, oh, they're talking. They're like, you better go out there. I don't even care if you win or lose, but you gotta fight. You know, that's how she was,
You
bro.
got it. Yeah.
She made me tough. You
Yeah.
know, so I had the toughness of my biological mom of that, and then I had Katie Andrew who actually like went through the system and like try to be a high level athlete, and that's what kind of formed me a little bit. And even when I moved back to St. Louis, Missouri, Katie still flew me out on summer times,
Oh, nice.
and then that's where, because of Katie's work, I was able to afford to like go to wrestling clubs, go to practice. She paid for all my everything athletic. Katie paid for,
Nice.
you know. So I
Yeah.
had a lot of support system, you know. So But even living in St. Louis, it was still rough, bro. It was like those hood movies, like roaches everywhere, lights out. Are we gonna pay the cable bill? Lighting a light by candle, stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
it was, mom was still struggling, even though it was cheaper. She was
Yeah.
fucking struggling, you know?
Yeah. No, I relate to that, bro, because same with me. I was from Arizona. My mom brought us over here when we were small, and she had me at like 15, 16 years
Yeah,
old, you know what
yeah,
I mean? So she had no skills, no education, and trying to find a job was hard. We lived in homeless shelters and
yeah,
at the Poverello House and stuff like
yeah,
that. So
yeah, dude.
I grew up just
Like
like
soup
you.
kitchens, you fucking
Yeah.
go into like food pantries to get food,
Walking with the hookers and
shit
the
like
homeless
that. Yeah,
people,
yeah,
bro, you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah, man.
so I can relate to where you come from, bro, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why, when I see your story and I hear about you, man, like, I appreciate it like 1,000 more times because I've been there, and for somebody to come up to where we were, that's amazing.
yeah, man. I
You
feel
know what I
like,
mean?
yeah, dude. Like, I think in fighting, like, you have to find your why all the time in fighting, right? Like, what's your why? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to be world champion, or but I believe, I didn't understand it when I was younger, but like being older now, age comes wisdom, I just realized your why changed over times, right? Now I got
Always, yeah.
kids, right? So now it's provide for them. Now it's I,
Yeah.
Um,
And it's okay to
so like
change.
it is,
It's
it is,
okay.
it
Yeah.
is, it
For
is.
all you people out there stuck on one thing, there's levels to life. And it's okay to that's what we're humans are beautiful. You mean we have options. It's okay to change your opinion.
Yeah,
You have one opinion here, but 6 months later it can change, and that's okay.
yeah.
You know what I
I just
mean?
added, so I changed my why, but then some of my whys are still the same. I just added to it, right? So like the kid that came from the hood and came from all
So
that,
yeah.
I was like, bro, I'm like Robin Hood. I'm the representative of fucking of where I came from. I never forgot where I came from. The fucking ball on the budget. I still shop at fucking Target,
That's
dog. Like,
it.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
so I never. That's the fighter in me. That's where the heart comes from. That's the fucking had to wake up, catch the fucking bus just to go to fucking practice. You telling me I don't want this shit and fucking call fucking 5 buses to fucking get here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm still sleeping in the fucking penthouse, don't get it fucking
Don't
twisted.
get it twisted.
Don't get it fucking
Yeah.
twisted. That will never fucking leave my fucking heart.
No,
That
yeah.
will never fucking leave my fucking heart.
Yeah. Some
And
some people do forget where they come from when they reach a certain level, you know what I mean?
dude, I
But
can't.
all that
Like
shit don't
it's
even matter,
nah, bro.
man.
Like reason why I wanted to make it is to get back to them. You know what I'm saying? I can provide. I can fucking learn a bunch of shit, bring it back to the hood. Hopefully they fucking make it out. So like dude, I have everybody in my old neighborhood that messages me all the time. You know.
Yeah, that's
So
nice. Yeah.
I have to hold the fucking flag. Like we got one that made it. Like
Yeah.
and he's good people.
No,
You know.
you are cool. You're good people, man. No, your family. I met your family. Beautiful family.
Thanks.
Yeah, your
Right.
bomb ass turkey. She smoked
She
it,
smoked
and
it.
she came out. She's like, all right, I'm just gonna say it. I made the best
Yeah,
turkey.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She had that confidence.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
had
I'm
the
not asking for your opinion. It's the best.
I just want to let you
Just
know.
want to let you know. And she brought us on. We're like,
That's me rubbing off on her a little bit. I like
yeah,
that little swagger, Like
yeah. It was it was fire. To your wife, it was so good,
it
man.
was
Yeah.
good. It was
So let's talk a little bit about your first beginnings in like MMA. And you're a
yeah,
wrestling
yeah,
background, right?
yeah,
You art of wrestling.
yeah.
Let's speak about a little bit of the MMA because I know you trained with some heavy hitters in your days. So
Big time.
I just want to hear some of your like how you kind of got into the MMA.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like I obviously wrestled and I wrestled because that was the cheapest sport to get into. And then but I was a hell of an athlete, bro. Played baseball, played football. I was running back, safety, played third, played short. But like, bro, after I learned wrestling, I just realized like everybody else around me was just a bunch of bitches, bro.
Oh
Like I
yeah,
just like, you know what I'm saying? Like
wrestling's
that was like my
hard.
first
Yeah,
combat sport, right? Like for real. And then like I hated losing. I hated being on teams that lost. And then like I did good. It didn't fucking matter. We still lost.
yeah,
So wrestling taught me that individuality. And then getting older, um, I wanted to enhance it, bro. And then like my friend kind of showed me MMA was like, who is that? I think the first fight I've watched ever was Rampage versus Chuck for the title.
mm,
Didn't realize, and they did the backdrop of like, well, he fought in Pride. And I'm like, well, what's fucking Pride, right?
yeah.
So I started doing. I'm
Little
a researcher. I'm a
researcher.
history buff, right? So like, I love learning about history, right? And then I always had a coach of like, you ain't gonna become shit if you don't know your sport. right? So they're like, oh, if you want to be a wrestler, like you better know about Dan Gable,
Yeah.
right? You better know about all these other ones that came before you, right? To pay homage, right? So my mom also put me in karate too,
Okay.
right?
Karate is beautiful.
Karate was good. It was sport karate, so it was like hit,
Yeah.
right? And I just realized like with wrestling and karate, like I like contact, right? And then my mom put me in boxing classes just so I can learn how to defend myself. But it was like a rough ass, hood ass gym.
Yeah. Those are the best.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Little kid,
Yeah,
9,
yeah.
10 years old, a bloody nose.
Making kids fucking fight and shit, like
Yeah,
go
bro.
spar, like
Totally
go do
remember
that.
that.
So I did little rough patches when I was a child. It kept wrestling, and then when I got into my teens and started working, going to wrestling, I was just like, man, I wanted something else to do. So I started doing jujitsu at this MMA gym called
So when you
Absolute.
were younger, you were developing your skills and
Just didn't know it,
not even knowing it.
not even
Yeah.
know it. But wrestling was the constant base,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
So then I joined Absolute Martial Arts, started doing jujitsu. And then the coach was like, Ian, like, kickboxing classes, Like, I used to box back in the day. So, like, me getting a stance and throwing a jab is like nothing,
Yeah.
right? I could develop it. It was still all right. But, like, when you're teaching somebody from scratch, I still had, like, some food in there, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't as difficult, right?
Yeah.
And I was athletic,
Yeah, the basics.
right?
Yeah.
I had the basics. So that enhanced, and I started doing jiu-jitsu tournaments, started placing, started winning. And then started standing up a little bit again, started doing kickboxing, and then Keith was like always nudging me. His name is Keith Block. He's the one that gave me my blue. He gave me my big foundation in martial arts, man. I wouldn't be a pro today if it wasn't for him. He used to train back in Pat Miletich gym
Oh yeah,
day
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So like he knew a lot of the systems, like and so dude, and then started sparring, and then he actually threw me in my first fight early because I had a high level wrestling base, right?
Mhm.
So I fucked up in high school, like did drugs, overdose, died, right? I hung around the
damn.
wrong crowd,
Yeah.
ruined my college opportunities, and then went to community college, went to Lindenwood, eventually was gonna transfer to Mizzou, and then I was already training in absolute martial arts at the time, right? And then I decided I was gonna go, and then I had my first amateur fight. So he booked me. So I was doing jiu-jitsu, always doing that, and booked me a guy that was 3-0, purple belt, uh, finishes, fought in his hometown, like Farmington, Missouri, fucking middle of nowhere, fucking country, fucking like,
Yeah.
dude, like rural Missouri, bro. Like, um, and then the locker room, I fought at a fucking Motel 6, a nicer Motel 6
A
because
nicer one.
they had a conference room. So not the $69.99, the $79.99, the nicer Motel 6, right? Broke as fuck, right? Working at Dollar General, and then I'm also working at Club Fitness at night. So I'm hustling, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make money, trying to do everything to pay my gym membership, and every morning and every money went to advancing my fucking martial arts career. So I told Keith flat out, like when I went to him, I'm like, yo, I want to be a pro. And he sat down, he's like, all right, well, he's tying his shoes. I just remember that conversation, bro. But I think it was a big conversation for me, right? I was like, no, I want to do this shit. And I was already running jiu-jitsu tournaments, and he's like, all right, well, let's try to get you 5-0 amateurs, and if you want to turn pro, that's what you were said,
Yeah.
right? Like, I believe that's why my guy was fucking 3-0 first amateur fight, right? Like, oh, like you want to do
You want to be a
this?
fighter?
Like, yeah,
You
for
want
like straight
okay.
up. Like, all right,
Let's see.
let's find out, right? And then, yeah, bro, I remember that day. I had Eric Jackson, that was my assistant coach. He did his last fight he ever had. Won, took the guy out in 30 seconds.
Oh, nice.
So for me, like, that's my first time. I'm like, oh, bro, I gotta compete with that. But he was a real one, bro. He goes, hey, man, just go out there and do your thing. Hey, just because I finish in 30 seconds don't mean you gotta compete. Just do your thing, right? Getting ready to walk out, and I was so nervous. My blood pressure was so fucking high. When I did my test, I had to fucking come back several times to redo it.
Yeah.
Getting ready to fight, about to do the walkout, and then they announced that they're going to 15-minute intermission.
Now you gotta go back and wait.
Bro. 15 minutes turned out to be 30.
Oh wow.
30 minutes turned out to be 45. And Keith was like, "You better start this fight. You're on a fucking time, right?" So we finally do my walkout. I walk out, and then no music. They didn't even play music for me. We fucked up. Right? Came out to silence, and then my teammates like, "Go in." That's the only thing you heard in the
There's
crowd.
a
Awkward
one
as
guy,
fuck. One guy,
one
one dude
guy.
in the back.
One
One dude, yeah. And then my fight corner, sat behind him was his whole fucking family
Yeah.
in cheering section. This dude comes out to the fucking walkout music, fans cheering on my side, which is my corner side. And then they do the introduction, fight start, and I'm just staring at him in the face and then waiting for something, and he jabs me. Bonk. Ah. And I'm like, all right, that hurt, but it wasn't as bad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then I'm just waiting. He goes, pop again. Same thing. Hurt, not as bad. And then my coach like, fucking throw something back, right? Staring at him.
Stuck. Yeah.
So I threw a punch, threw an overhand right, not connecting, bro. Slop. Right?
Yeah. Swimming.
Just trying to connect on something.
Yeah.
And then saw the takedown, getting it. Then in my head, I'm like, fuck, this guy's a purple belt, stuff like that. But he wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah.
Hit him a couple times, like, yeah, keep hitting him. Go warming up a little bit, and then second round ends. Second round, hey, Keith was in my corner, like, hey, bro, you can pass this guard, you can finish this dude. And then pick him down again, pass the guard, win him out, posture up, knocked him out. Referee did not stop the fight.
Oh.
Kept hitting him, kind of came back a little bit. Went to Americana, popped his arm. Fucker was tough, bro. Went back to hitting him again. Referee finally stepped in. Bro, won my first. That was my first hammy. Like, then we went to Applebee's. Coach was like, hey, anything you got on me is on me. I'm broke as fuck. Paid for the meal. I went hard. And then lied and said it was my birthday and got a free chocolate brownie, bro.
You gotta get the free birthday brownie, bro.
Birthday brownie. So that's where I started. That was my first one, and then never fucking stopped. Foot was on the gas pedal every single night. Watch fights. Just to go to Hollywood Video to go rent out old fights, everything else. Got a lot of my knowledge from Keith, bro. He's like Rico Van Hooven, Alice. Like, yo, you should look into them. Tyrone Spunk, right?
You know, kickboxing.
Made me a fucking. Bro, reason why I got so good because, like, bro, that was my life, bro. Like, I studied the game like it was fucking, like, crazy.
Yeah,
I still do to this day. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Tell my wife before I go to bed when I'm in camp, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna watch some film, and then.
That's like me, man. Like, I watch, like I said, I happened to watch the very first UFC back in '93. Like, I was like 14 or 15. But I watch fights like all day, every day.
Yeah.
And my wife will come in and she'll be like, "Didn't you watch this fight like 30 minutes ago?" And
it don't matter. I can pick up something different from the second or third time.
And that's exactly what I tell people. Like, I tell them, I'm not just watching it for entertainment. I'm learning.
Yeah. The way he stepped was different. The way he angled out. And then you want to know when you're really good, when you can pause, rewind, and be like, hey, no, like, hey, hey, it was his right hand that stepped over when he came over and when he paused, you know what I'm saying?
That's like, how I watch him, but I learn, you know what I mean? Like, I've been a coach for a long time, but I always learn, you know what I mean? And it's amazing, and people don't understand. Like, I get a lot of amateur fighters like, man, how do I get better at my game? Watch fights. Fights.
It blows my mind. We had an Olympian, Randy Miller, in here Friday, and we had Kat Zagano in here too, right? So we had two legends of the game, dude, of just combat sports in general, right? And then she's just like, who's anybody know who like Aaron is or Adeline Gray or Sarah McMahon? And then none of them raised their hand, and she goes like, you guys need to watch wrestling. Went off. I told, dude, I think, like, am I a good athlete? Yes, right? Do I have the heart courage? Yes. Like, do I have good accolades? Absolutely. But I think one of my greatest abilities is to watch film and break film down. And a lot of people pay me a lot of money to break down film. Like, I don't understand how the fuck you're in a sport and you don't know nobody in the fucking sport, bro.
They're all
like,
it's
fucking
TikTok,
unbelievable, dude.
And they're on
it's fucking
Instagram,
unbelievable,
bro.
Like, how the fuck do you not know about, like, Pride or fucking, like the Three Kings? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who fucking
Gladiator
like,
challenge.
yeah, dude.
You
Like,
know?
it's unbelievable. Like it's that's what I get
Different breed,
frustrated.
bro. It's a different breed of kids nowadays. You know what I
Fuck,
mean?
dude.
That's crazy. So I see your beautiful gym over here,
Oh yeah.
man. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
So you guys gonna have a soft opening or a grand
Yeah,
opening
so
soon?
we're probably gonna have one in December. Dude, we put our heart and soul into this. We're so blessed, man.
What's your location here? What's the address?
So
Just so anybody's out here.
2054 South Euclid Street. We're like 5 minutes from Disney.
Okay.
Literally. 5 minutes from Disney. And you can go on our IG page. You can go on our website too. Come down and look. But yeah, man, we're really proud of this, man. I'm really proud of it. It's a dream come true. Um, Dude, especially because we put a lot of kids on the national scene. When I first started, and we didn't even have a gym, where I was like running out of an old jiu-jitsu studio
Yeah,
using half
yeah.
the mat, and that was a grind too, bro. Like if like pretty much martial arts has told me just like if keep stacking days, bro. Like if you really want it, just keep counting the
Keep
days,
going.
and yeah,
Yeah.
dude, and
Things will
don't try not to
change.
yeah, things will change.
Things will change.
Things will
Yeah.
change. I did that in not only my career but business as well, and that's
Yeah.
the one thing I was learning, you know. But the rest of the athletes, bro, like I wasn't a schoolhead, bro. Even though I
Yeah.
went to school to wrestle, like you know, and I knew martial art would be my path. I knew I always wanted to want to own a gym, you know, like I mean, some of my kids are probably smarter than like I knew I wasn't gonna be in fucking finance or be a fucking surgeon.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah.
happening, bro.
Be a heart surgeon and
Nah,
brain. Yeah.
bro,
No.
I was trying to be a better fucking scrapper, bro. I wanted to learn how to scrap better. I knew I wanted to be the best in the world. I even took psychology just so I can make myself better personally.
Yeah.
Like, but now I can help my kids out with that, right? I got
Yeah.
that
For
background, I
sure.
got the knowledge, right? And then, but nobody tells you how to be a businessman. So like, it's
No. Yeah.
you
So
know, so
he has a wrestling school here.
yeah.
This is a wrestling school. Do you do
Silverback
some
Wrestling Club.
MMA here or just mainly
Some
wrestling?
because like some guys
You
will
have some
come, some
fighters.
got so they will do it privately, you know,
Okay.
pretty much, you know,
So if you
and then
guys are
help
ever
them out.
any of my friends or followers out here in Anaheim, please come and check out my buddy Ian. He will take care of you like your family, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you
dude.
want to sharpen up your wrestling, he does private lessons as well. So if you're ever out here, come and check him out. Yeah. So you were telling me you were in London,
Yeah, it was. I just fought.
bro. You're in Vegas. You're in London. You're going. They're paying to go do tournaments, and you were on UFC Fight Pass, and bro, what's
That's
up?
it. That's the life, bro.
Tell me
That's the
about
life. That's the
London. Tell
life.
me about some of your
Yeah,
travel,
man.
your tournaments you've been doing,
Yeah,
man.
man. October was so busy for me, bro. Like we did K&L in Utah, and then we went to Vegas for Freak Show for R&M, and then after that we went to Iowa a week later for a week, and then I got back Monday, and then left for London on Tuesday to go compete in UFC
Man.
Fight Pass for Polaris. So yeah, man, it's been busy, dude. A lot of traveling, you know. But I right now, let's see, we're in November, December. We'll start traveling again at the end of December,
Yeah.
and then 2025 January, we're on the gas pedal, bro. I'm
So so
going everywhere.
you're always like always maintaining your weight, right?
Yeah,
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 always
yeah.
maintain. You don't let it go
Nah,
crazy
I let it go big a little bit,
every
bro.
once in a
Like
while.
when you saw me in Vegas, I was big. So
Yeah.
like, I was
Or
big.
you were eating
I was
turkey
big.
dinner this
Yeah.
when I came to your house, a big old
Yeah,
plate.
yeah, yeah. Like I, for the most part, when people know me, I pretty much maintain. But everybody knows I'm a big weight cutter too. So like, I never get concerned that I can go overboard. Like
Yeah.
I know I can put in the work. I've been doing that since I was a kid. You
Wrestling.
know, yeah.
Wrestling.
I mean, wrestling's now it's 5. I know how to do it. Um, I'm in a book called The Weight Cut Bible too with John
Oh,
Finch. Like I've been
okay.
weight cutting for my whole life. Like
John
it's
Finch.
super easy for me, you know. Once I'm like in my season, like which I pretty much stay active all the time. My weight carries low.
Yeah.
When I have a break, like July, I don't compete because we have the national championships. It's hard for me, you know. So I'll take off July. I won't take any fights in July. And then last year was super difficult, bro. I had like 2 or 3 fights got canceled and stuff like
Oh,
that. So it's hard to stay. It was hard to stay active,
yeah.
you know. So then July was pulling up. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do what I want, eat what I want,
Eat what I
what I want,
want,
you know.
drink what I want.
Yeah. So I took that time off. You know, my body did whatever, and then I knew the time would come for me to try to get active, and I knew I was gonna get the call again, and then got the call for Polaris.
Hmm.
to end the year, and then I'm like, all right, perfect. You know, like
You
this is the start of me just staying low again, and then so yeah,
you have anything coming up?
yeah, I'm gonna
Are you gonna
do.
start booking your year out?
Yeah. I'm already starting. I'll make my return February 1st at the OC hangar by BJJF. Stay on the circuit, and then I'm going March 1st LA Open, and then from there will probably be another super fight. Super fight. I'm gonna go back overseas again, Polaris for 2025, and then I'm gonna do all the majors. So I'll do Pans. I did Pans last year, made it to the finals, took silver. So that was a big deal too. So I'll go to Pans again, and then I'll go to European, which is in Rome.
Dang, nice.
So I'll do Europe, and then whatever super fight to behold. So if who's number one called, cool. If Risen called, I'll go over Japan and fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, my phone's
You got
open. I
options.
always
Yeah, you got
yeah.
options. Yeah.
I always will stay active, and I always will get calls. So you know, I'm a big draw. So yeah,
Gi or no gi?
no gi. I'm not.
You prefer no gi than
No gi. I'm trying to fight, bro.
yeah.
I'm trying to
And then
fight,
being a
bro.
being
I'm trying to
a
fight, bro. Like
yeah.
like it never fucking.
MMA or jujitsu?
That's a hard.
Which one was your? Did you get more passion for? More rocks off?
I know. I'll say MMA. MMA. Because I had a big career in it. I had a big career in both. I have a big career in both. So I've reached a high level in both.
Well, you have a career in jujitsu.
I have a
It
career in
hasn't ended
jiu-jitsu.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a career in jiu-jitsu. I haven't ended my fight career yet, though, either.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
No.
You
I haven't
you
ended my
still
fight career.
open for?
Risen, like I'm talking to them. Like,
Yeah.
I'll probably go over there, fight in Japan for sure. Um, just Bellator is done. Like,
Yeah,
it's really
I've
hard.
been watching that Bellator like
Bellator is done. Like, even though they put it on shows, they're on the PFL, and then they're gonna absorb them, and then Bellator won't exist. It's kind of like what happened with Strikeforce when the UFC bought Strikeforce.
bottom out.
It went on for a little while, but they got absorbed.
Yeah.
Same
I
thing.
know. I've been watching. What was Patricio Pitbull was putting tweets out saying he hasn't got a fight. Nobody's even called him, and like,
Yeah.
and then they
Yeah.
I think they released a few fighters. Like,
I got a contract for PFL, and signed it, but then I had to have an eye surgery. I had 3 eye surgeries. I had like a hole in my retina. My eye. It's an easy fix. And then I didn't. I got my right eye fixed. Didn't get my left, so I'm gonna get my left done. But I just didn't want to fight in fucking PFL.
I've watched a
I
few of them. They're different.
I just don't know why. Maybe God was telling me something, but you know, I love Scott Coker, man. He gave me my shot. I've been in the fight game all of my life. There's some dirty ass fucking promoters out there.
Oh, dirty, bro.
Dirty as fuck fucking promoters. I even almost got fucked over in a couple of AMI fights because I beat a guy. Tried to set me up. I fucking knocked out one of their fucking guys in 30 seconds in Eureka, Missouri. Fought him, and then they're like, no, they kept calling, and then Pete was like, bro, I never had a fucking promotion call for an amateur fighter so hard before, And they fucking booked the fight, and they're like, well, he has a little bit more experience because it was a promoter that owned a fucking gym, right? And then when you own a gym and you put your own guys on cards,
Yeah, you wanna.
it's fucking risky, bro. You can't fucking do
Yeah,
that shit. That shit's
they
fucking
try to
illegal,
feed.
dude.
They try to
They're trying to
feed their.
fucking fix the shit.
Yeah, they
So
try to feed their.
I knocked out one of
guys.
their fucking guys, and then they fucking told me we have a little guy that's more experienced. The last guy I knocked out was 4-4, so I was 2-1 at the time, and no, I was 3-1 at the time, and my feet on the gas pedal. They're trying to turn pro, so we got a little guy that's more experienced than the 4-4 guy that you guys, which was their guy that they knocked out. And then they said the guy was what, like 6-6, a little more experience, but can win, can lose, but that's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Then showed up, fight, and then they did the announcement. We're getting ready to walk out, and they said with a record with 15-1. That was my opponent, bro.
15-1.
Yeah, I remember my coach was on the walkout, and I was like, yo, and he put his hand on my shoulder. He goes like, hey, dog, we can't do nothing, but we're here.
Yeah.
Let's scrap.
Ain't nothing to do it but to do it.
And ended up knocking him out in the first, bro.
Yeah, no,
15-2.
I did a video about that too before different gyms, and dirty Yankee ass promoters, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Scott Coker has always been open, honest, bro, and we have a good friendship too, bro. So it's hard to fight for somebody when, especially like this game, how the game is, you know,
yeah,
like somebody else. And I like, hey, dude, but I won't hate. Like I did sign my contract there, but like it's just I want to take my talent overseas or to UFC. So like it's I like Risen, I like One, right? And always that's always been my
that'd be
dream to kind
fun.
of fight in
That'd be
Pride. You
fun.
remember? I was a Pride
Yeah.
guy back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, dude. Listen to always listen to Quentin Jackson's podcast, and he's just always talking about
Pride.
Japan and
Yeah.
how
And
he
then
loves it.
one of my
Yeah.
coaches and one of my roommates, I lived with him, was Dean Lister.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, he was like the
Big
ultimate
jujitsu
Pride
guy.
guy. He was the ultimate. He fought in
Yeah.
Pride too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Dean was a
I
jujitsu guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like multiple time world champion,
Yep.
ADCC Hall of Famer. That was my coach for a long time when I moved back to San Diego. Uh, so I want to go relive those days. I think that'd be a good little chapter in my MMA career.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Do
I
it,
want to
man.
go back. I want to go back to Japan. So that's why I want to go to Risen, and that's why I want to go to One. So I'm gonna go back over
That'd
there.
be fun out there,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about your gym and the wrestling. How does being a wrestling coach how do you enjoy that? You know what I mean? Because us growing up in our backgrounds, you not having nothing, and me as a coach, like I do it all for the kids. You know what I mean? The fighters and the adults, I don't, they're cool, but seeing the, you know what I mean? Like real talk,
Yeah,
the kids, man.
yeah, man. I think God put me in certain circumstances of me growing up the way I grew up to be the best coach I can be, you know? Because you gotta remember, like, I got adopted, right? So I had a mom that loved me that was not the same color as me, not the same background, not the same like, you know, and
Yeah, for
loved
sure.
me for who I am. And that's how I believe in coaching, right? Like every kid that comes to me, like, you know, different religion, different culture, different something, right? And I believe I can love them as as my own without them being part of me. So that's how I feel about every single student that walks in
Yeah,
the gym, you know?
and it's just watching a kid come in here not knowing nothing, 6 7 months
Seeing
to a
them
year, just
develop, like,
develop
yeah,
into
man.
a beast. It just brings you so much joy, man.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things is you got to remember I came from a fighting background and think of a combat sports, right? So being in the corner is big to me, right? That's dude, that's everything. Jesse, as a coach, being in the corner, bro, you got to pick them up when they're up. You got
That's
to pick them
it.
up when they're down, right? Like, or you know,
Yeah.
I remember I got knocked out by Joey Davis. Uh, that guy spinning back kick was 15 seconds. That was the prospect fight, bro. Who's gonna probably fight for the title? And yeah, bro, got knocked out in 15 seconds. One of the greatest things that happened to me was I remember I was in the corner. And I was just so devastated, but Brillo like kissed me on the forehead and he's like, "Yo, it's okay,
Yeah.
it's
Win some, you
okay."
lose some, brother.
Yeah,
Somebody's got to win. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
I know, you know. But like picking me up in that moment, that's how I feel about every
Yeah.
single kid, you know.
Yeah.
You know, really.
Kids are wonderful, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I love training kids, man, because they're just so truthful. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
1000%.
Yeah, so truthful, man.
1000%.
Is there anything else you want to say before we go?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Honestly, yeah, dude. Follow my journey on Silverback Wrestling. So go to the IG Silverback Wrestling. Silverback Wrestling. My IG Ian Butler MMA. If you're ever in the area, hit me up, DM me. I respond back. You know. So and then if you're ever looking to wrestle and want a good support system, try to get you into college. It's exactly what we do here. So like,
Yeah, for
make
sure.
stop by.
And if you're a coach or a student or anything, if you ever have any questions about doing anything in wrestling, message this man. Like he said, he's very humble. You know what I mean? He'll message back, give you pointers. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So I like the guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, follow him on his Instagram and everything. You have a Facebook, Instagram,
I got an Insta. I can't log into
Insta,
my Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah,
Yeah.
forgot the password, huh?
Yeah.
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 All right, but man, It's been great. It's been wonderful, bro.
Thanks,
It
man.
was a great interview.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I
appreciate it.
mean? We were supposed to do this earlier,
Yeah.
but like we were going to Disneyland. I was just so beat up and tired, bro. And I love your gym here, man.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
I'll be
Appreciate
back
it.
over here. And I was
Oh yeah.
talking to Bob too. Maybe get a few guys. I can come down here do a striking
Let's go.
little seminar. You
Let's
know what
go.
I mean?
Let's go.
So you guys are
I'm always down
family.
to crack the pads too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Remember, I'm still itching. I'm still,
Yeah.
I'm feeling froggy. So.
Feeling froggy, trying to leap, feeling froggy. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, it's been fun. It's been real. I really enjoy your place here, and big congratulations,
Thank you,
bro.
man. I appreciate
Big congratulations. But yeah, I'm here with Ian and everybody. As you can see, you know what I mean. As you keep on going, you keep on going. You'll be down here one day, and the next day you'll be looking out and seeing Vegas at night in a big old penthouse. You know, a pent room. You never know what this world has in store for you. So just like me, just like this gentleman, you just keep on going and believe in yourself. You know, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody's gonna believe in you just as as much as you believe in yourself. So, Ian, it's been wonderful, my
it.
brother.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for being on my show.
Yeah, appreciate
Well,
it.
when I come back, we gotta do it again. Excuse me. So,
For sure.
Coach Jesse,
Me and Butler.
and we're out.